It'd be fun to do a video of coloring this really pretty mandala type butterfly design in this coloring book that I've had for a very long time and have no clue where we got it. If you are wanting something similar to this, I'm sure you could probably find something on, Amazon, or I'm sure places like Barnes and Nobles, or maybe like Hobby Lobby and like the painting craft section might have them. I don't know. It's easy to find like other coloring books, like character coloring books. It's kind of hard to find, I think, these like mandala type ones. But yeah, like I said, I don't really know where we got this. I feel like it was at like a bookstore or something. Anyway, so I thought this would be just a fun, relaxing video to watch here. By the way, if this looks like a weird angle, it's because it is. Normally when I color, I'm sitting at a table. For this coloring page here, I was sitting on a softer surface, so that would be why this is at a very weird angle and I look like I'm putting more pressure on the paper than I actually am. It's because of the angle. So I thought this would be fun to share because I know there are a lot of people out there, me included, who just really enjoy watching artwork, like coloring, watercolor, oil painting. I really like watching when you see like those artists do like those murals, I think, and like those like really huge landscapes, or they do like a photo of like a tiger, and like you watch them and like they show you in the beginning, like, here's what the outcome is going to look like. We're going to show you how I got this outcome, and like they throw like a base on the canvas, and you're like, there's no way that is going to remotely turn out to what the picture looks like, and then it does, and you're like, that was amazing. That's how I feel when I watch other people who do like artwork. I'm like, there's no way that's gonna do that, and then it does. It's like, oh my gosh. I also really like watching people do things like cookie decorating and cake decorating. And I used to watch like those like cake decorating shows on like the Food Network. It was so cool, like the cake decorating competitions. But I also like watching people do like crafting. Like one of the crafts that I've been watching a lot of recently is sewing and embroider. And I think it's just very mesmerizing to watch. I come from a family of people who do those type crafts. Like my grandmother sews. My mom, she does tatting, she does knitting, she does quilling. And I think they both have done embroider, and it is just so cool to watch. And for a while there, you weren't seeing any of that on the internet, and then it kind of is like made a comeback, I want to say, even though I feel like that's the wrong word to use. And it's like, this is actually really, I think it's really, really cool that a lot of those older type crafts are coming back, because those are very relaxing and they're very mesmerizing to watch. I Last year, for the first time, decided that I was going to try embroider. And I decided to get like a small kit because I wanted to try something small. But I wanted to make my mom a bookmark as like a stocking stuffer. And so I got this kit, and I did not realize when I was doing this that you had to put a piece of fabric underneath the pattern before you put it in the embroider hoop thingy. And so I did the embroider directly to the pattern, which it still turned out really good, especially for someone who's never done that before. But I was like, next time I need to put this on a piece of fabric. So I actually just got another embroider kit. It's like a bookshelf with like a bunch of books on it and a couple of like hanging plants that I'm going to be doing here soon, like very shortly. And I'm so excited for this because I thought that would be so cool to like frame or something like that. Maybe once I'm done with that project, I'll make it like the profile photo to this channel, and maybe to like my book and my journaling, or my book/journaling Instagram account. But I thought it'd be fun to share like YouTube shorts, YouTube videos on working on that project. And I do plan to do even more of it in the future because embroidering is actually quite fun and quite relaxing. And I'm really excited for that. I basically created this channel because I do actually have another YouTube channel that I've been working on for almost 5 years, which is crazy to think about that. But that one's all like nail art. And for a while, I had been thinking like, I want to start sharing like my love of reading and journaling. And I thought about doing it on my nail art account, just like making like a separate playlist. And I was like, no, I shouldn't do that because I want them to be separate. And so I created this channel to do books journaling. And I was like, I want to also start sharing like some of my other favorite hobbies and do like embroider, things like that. Because this was after I had finished that one project. And so that's kind of like my plan. So I kind of want this channel, or I want this channel to be reading and journaling like prominent. That's going to be prominent here. And also because I got a Kindle as like an early Christmas gift to myself. We have reading on physical books, Kindle, journaling. I'm going to do book reviews, all that type of stuff on this channel. But I'm also going to be doing some type of crafting as well, because I just thought that would be fun to share. And like I said, I don't know why, I find that so like mesmerizing and just relaxing to watch. And I thought that this coloring page here was perfect for the time of year that we're in, because I love winter. Now, are there moments in winter that I do not like? Yes, I do not like when it gets to be very, very cold. I love the cold though, because no bugs. I don't love when summer gets really, really hot. I like a nice balmy type weather. I like it when it's nice enough to sit outside, but not like so hot that you feel like you're going to like scorch yourself. But I do like winter. I know a lot of people don't like it, and I understand why. But I thought that this might be like bright and cheerful for this time of year. I also need to find a pencil sharpener for these colored pencils here soon. Like I said, I'm not pressing that hard on the page. It's just a weird angle. Like I said, I was not sitting at a table. I was sitting at I was sitting on a softer surface, so that would be why this looks like I'm like trying to like rip the page with the colored pencil, which I can guarantee you I was not. I do want to do more coloring on here though. I do have some coloring books that I'm trying to like use up. I do have like it's a very, very small one, but it's like Easter themed. So I definitely want to start using that one here as we get closer to the spring. And just for the record here, for anyone who's going to be like, or for anyone who may be like, you left the inside of the butterfly completely, no color there. That was done on purpose. I wanted to incorporate the white daisies that I had left in this painting. The daisies that I chose to do were multicolored because it was I love daisies, and one of my favorite color patterns of daisies is the multicolor, so that's what this was going off of. But I wanted to incorporate, because I felt like I was using the exact same colors like on repeat, just on different little lines there. I wanted to leave the inside of the butterfly wing completely plain, just like the white daisy. So that kind of tied in everything. Like I said, I have more colored pencils. I just got to dig them out. I have a lot of crayons also. And those like pencil crayon things. So, those might be in future coloring videos. I don't care how old someone is. You, in my opinion, are never too old to enjoy a brand new crayon. You are never too old to enjoy the love of coloring, crafting. You are never too old to enjoy a colored pencil, in my opinion. So we're just about done here. I did choose not to do all of this on camera because I didn't want this to be a very long video. But yeah, I hope that this video was hopefully relaxing to watch. That was my goal for this. I also am a little bit of a perfectionist when I color. I feel like I have to go back over the same spot sometimes if it doesn't fully get coated with the color I'm trying to use. So yeah, that is it for this video. Like I said, you could probably find coloring books like this probably on Amazon or even like a craft store.